Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Experience the ultimate blend of luxury shopping, dining, and entertainment at the Gardens Mall. Just 1 mile east off I-95 on PGA Boulevard, this premier destination offers a mix of high-end brands, trendy retailers, and delicious dining. The mall's award-winning architecture, fine art, and lush landscaping create a stunning backdrop for interactive experiences and events. Whether you're shopping for the latest trends or enjoying the vibrant atmosphere, the Gardens Mall is Palm Beach County's top shopping and lifestyle destination.
Join us on Tuesday, December 10th for the YMCA of the Palm Beach's 15th annual prayer breakfast at the Breakers Palm Beach, featuring PGA Tour professional and Jupiter resident Ricky Fowler as the keynote speaker. All funds raised at the prayer breakfast provide children and families in our community with vital programs such as swim lessons, aquatics camps, and senior wellness classes. This inspiring event is a celebration of community, faith, and generosity. Tickets and sponsorship information are available at ymcapalmbeaches.org.
The quality of our choices affects the quality of our lives. So, when it comes to how you move, do you choose to see a doctor or go to the #1 orthopedic specialists in the world, backed by a team who custom tailor your treatment? Do you choose to live with limitations or live life to the fullest by going to the place that's #1 at getting people back to what they love? Choose better, move better. Locations in West Palm Beach and Wellington. Learn more at hss.edu/Florida.
Tickets are on sale now for the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches. South Florida's only PGA Tour event returns to PGA National February 26th through March 2nd. Watch your favorite golfers compete on the Champions Course while enjoying a new on-site experience filled with local bites, craft cocktails, fan activities, and more. Get ready for a week to remember. Secure your tickets now at thecognizantclassic.com.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees in the heart of South Florida. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 20 national championships, including the 2024 Women's Swimming and Diving Championship and 2023 football, lacrosse, and men's swimming and diving titles. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WUUB Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Jameis Winston says he needs deliverance, but there's an NFC South team that needs it even more. Let's get to it.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It's your boy Theo Dorsey back at it on a Tuesday. Here at ESPN West Palm in our beautiful, beautiful City Place studios right here downtown off Rosemary Ave. Seacats on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos, and you're fresh off watching Jabbo play football, man. Ain't no better feeling.
You know, we're going to talk a little religion on this show.
Yeah.
But watching Jameis Winston play the sport of football is a religious experience.
It is. It literally is. It literally will bring you to your knees. It will. It absolutely does. Every single time. Jameis Winston is the single greatest boom or bust quarterback of this generation. A lot of people talked about Brett Favre in his heyday and what he used to be as a gunslinger. A lot of risk, a lot of reward, but then also a lot of sorrow with the interceptions. Jameis, he became infamous for the 30-30 season he had with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when he threw 30 touchdowns, but also 30 interceptions. And I think he had like well over 4,000 yards that year. It's kind of a good passing season for Jameis Winston. Then he goes and gets the LASIK eye surgery, and he's back at it again, breaking another record last night. So we'll get into Monday Night Football. We'll get into what Jameis Winston did with the Browns as the Broncos won it 41-32. Denver back in prime position to be able to hold on to that 6 or 7 seed in the AFC playoff race. This thing is heating up in a major way. I can't wait to look at how it all breaks down. Of course, today is also decision day. It's D-Day for the Miami Hurricanes. 11's the magic number, C-Cat. If the Canes are ranked anything higher than 11, meaning 12, 13, 14, in this playoff poll that gets released tonight on ESPN, it's over with. Season's done.
Yeah, nothing can change between now and through championship week. The fate is sealed for Miami.
Yeah, they had their own destiny. They had, control of their own destiny, but they lost it when they decided that in 2 of 3 games they would fall to both Georgia Tech and Syracuse. Not incredibly bad losses. Looks bad on paper. Look bad watching it. Not incredibly bad. Not resume destroying, but definitely severs a lot of the chances they had. We'll see what happens tonight. We'll get into a lot of that tonight as well. But we got to start with Jameis Winston. Per usual, do we have the sound of pregame Jameis Winston getting his team pumped for the environment? Because, you could just play the Monday Night Football anthem, but why not hum it?
Funny thing about this opportunity is we all know that that's what we do it for.
I love it.
Right? We worked all our life for this moment.
We sure did. We absolutely did. Jameis is one of those dudes. He's both hilarious, but then he's also unintentionally funny sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell there's been a lot of times in his life where he's trying to be serious, trying to be motivational, trying to be intentional about something, and unintentionally everybody else in the room just busts out laughing.
Yeah, he just has that about him. We all went to high school or went to college with someone just like that.
Yeah.
That just has an it factor when it comes to comedic timing.
And you love having that person around, which is why it's incredible that we continue to get more Jameis Winston. We should not, again, he should be a starting quarterback in this league next year, not just because, he proves it night in and night out. Even though last night, and we'll talk about how incredible his numbers were in both directions, 34 for 58, 497 passing yards last night, 4 touchdowns, 3 picks. Week 1, like 2 or 3 weeks into the season, we had Mel Kiper on ESPN talking about banning 2 high safeties. Jameis don't give a damn if it's 5 safeties back there. He going to throw for 400.
Yeah, and he had the perfect counterpart in that game because Bo Nix seemed to not care a couple times either. On 1st and 10, let's throw this ball 70 yards and see what happens. Yeah. Oh, wait, my guy's not back there.
Yeah, I love crash-out quarterbacks, bro. Like, what? Especially when you're not involved in it, when you're not like you don't have a dog in the fight. I love watching games between crash-out quarterbacks. That's why there was some juice to this Monday Night Football matchup, though the actual matchup itself really meant nothing. You knew the Broncos would win. You just wondered how much by. And you also have a Browns team that has nothing to play for outside of a top 5 pick in next year's draft. And again, the Broncos team that's highly motivated at home. We knew the results before we turned it on. But when it's Jameis Winston and a dude named Bo, you never know what's going to happen. And they delivered. It was amazing. It was a great show. There was theatrics. You talked about the bad play from Bo Nix. What about the 93-yard touchdown pass to Marvin Mims? Like, it delivered in every way. It was a eventful night, though it also doesn't matter at all.
No, it didn't matter at all.
Yeah.
What I took away from last night, apart from the Jameis factor and the entertainment factor of a football game, was Denver can't run the football, so that might hurt them in the postseason. They just simply cannot run the football unless you commit to McLaughlin. They've got 3 running backs. One of them's great. The 2 others kind of suck.
Yeah.
That's what I got from the Broncos. And of course, people that had money on the game, that pick 6 that covered the game for the Broncos, it had it all.
Yeah, that was impeccable. That pick 6 made a lot of people a lot of money. There was a lot of people that had the under in this game, though, and that got wiped out the window like 2 quarters in. You don't hit the under on a game with Jameis Winston in it. You just don't.
No, because he's going to put up points or give up points. Yes. As a quarterback, he will give up points.
So speaking of, here goes the incredible stat from last night that only Jameis Winston could accomplish. Literally, he's the only one to do it in NFL history. Jameis Winston threw for 497 yards, right? The Broncos also had 171 interception return yards against the Browns. who Jameis Winston obviously plays for. So 497 passing yards for Jameis Winston, 171 interception return yards for the Broncos. The 668 combined passing yard plus interception return yards off of his passes, most by any quarterback in NFL history.
History, man.
He does it again. He does it again. Jameis Winston, always providing the theater, always providing the drama, always providing the quotables. And, of course, he puts on a show like who couldn't like this guy? He's literally the most likable player in the NFL, backing up the most unlikable guy in the NFL. It just makes sense that he's starting right now, and the Browns are actually fun to watch.
And he was also, in a positive note, he was a part of the first since 1956, I believe, back-to-back 70-yard passing touchdown plays.
Oh, my God.
One was from Denver and one was from Cleveland.
Yeah.
That game was great television for a game that does not matter for the grand scheme of things this year.
How about Jerry Jeudy? It mattered to that dude. And the Browns may have lost. But Jerry Jeudy, 9 catches, 235 yards. It doesn't get any better than that. For a guy that's going up against it's a revenge game for Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you were to ask Jerry Jeudy, he would say about Denver, they wasted his prime years of his career. He might not be wrong. Jerry Jeudy might stink, but that's what he would say about that team. The one thing I did appreciate from Jerry Jeudy,
he could have had 300 yards too. That one miss that Jameis had over them, like that would have been crazy. But what you got?
He put up great numbers, and he loved putting up great numbers. You saw him pose to the crowd when he scored that long touchdown.
Oh yeah,
he really did love doing it. He did say he would trade every single one of those yards for a win.
That's cap.
He's said
lying.
that to the media, but I feel
though.
like he wouldn't.
He's lying.
The Browns are not in a position to kind of swallow their pride.
Yeah,
I think this is the time of year when you're on a team and you're going on a downhill trajectory, you kind of open the filter up a little bit, and you kind of say what's on your mind, especially a guy like Jeudy, who's gotten on an on-field altercation with Steve Smith live on TV.
Yeah.
So I don't think that Jerry Jeudy has kind of the discipline to lie to the media like that after a loss.
Oh, he does. He didn't. He does. Jerry Jeudy, you know the difference is, if this was Jerry Jeudy on the Broncos, I would agree with you. And the situation you referenced was Jerry Jeudy when he was in a Broncos uniform, when he was still former first round pick, still hopeful to be a franchise wide receiver for the Broncos going forward and the franchise centerpiece. Then he got humbled. Then Steve Smith got on TV and called him a jag, just a guy, which I
use that vernacular now.
Exactly. Like Steve Smith casually just dropped jag, just a guy, and it made so much sense. You don't even have to describe that. If I was talking to my wife, Ashley, who doesn't watch sports at all, and she asked, because all the time she always asks me because she likes players' names, or maybe she knows about somebody they're dating, and is this guy good? If I told her, he's just a guy.
Exactly.
She would, no other context would be needed.
The ultimate dismissal.
Yes. Like, hey, Theo, is Isaiah Pacheco good? Oh, no, he's damn good. How about Aldrick Estime, running back for the Broncos? He's just a guy.
Exactly. You don't have to think about him more than you just did.
Just a dude with a number on a team that, serves a role. And that's what Jerry Jeudy was. And this game, that performance he had right there, paired with what he said to the media afterwards, is part of his reclamation project. I don't know what his contract situation is. Actually, didn't the Browns actually pay him?
I believe so.
They paid him like a 3-year deal or something.
It sounded really good before Deshaun Watson played the way he did the past couple of years.
Yeah.
It really looked like a formidable offense with Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy and Deshaun Watson. If it was Deshaun Watson from 6 years ago,
right,
that ended up not being that.
It's not. But for Jerry Jeudy, here's why I know for sure C-Cat, he's a liar. He's lying. Number one, when they first asked him about his performance last night, one of the first things he said, talking about how the boos were loud, he said those catches were loud too, though, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, does that sound like a dude that cares less about the result of the game? You lost by 9 points. Keep it G. If he was really sad about having a career day and losing to the Broncos, it would have showed up in that. So save me for all of that. Plus, C-Cat, he's on his second to last deal in the NFL. He has one last shot to have a major payday, to have create more generational wealth for his family. 9 catches, 235 yards, and a touchdown in a primetime game matters way more to that dude's future than if the Browns somehow, with 3 wins, inked it up to 4, just to miss the playoffs by 1 less game.
See, if it was Deshaun Watson at quarterback, I would agree with you. Jameis has those guys believing, man.
Believe in what?
They are still on the run the table, make the playoffs.
No.
The AFC can be had. That's what those Browns teammates believe when Jameis Winston is their quarterback.
No, they don't. They absolutely don't.
Why not us?
Jerry Jeudy signed a 3-year, $52 million contract. I'm sure 2 years in, they're able to get off of it. So there's potential that 2 years from now he's able to sign an extension or also, hit free agency soon and make that very last deal in the NFL. That stat line paired with the BS he told the media last night about him not caring about, he would trade every catch for a win. So you're telling me, C-Cap, Jerry Jeudy would go 0 receptions? 0 receptions last night, 0 yards. Let's keep it at 13 targets, why don't we? For the Browns, he didn't say trade the targets. He said trade the catches. So we're keeping it at 13 targets for the Browns to beat the Broncos somehow late in that game. So then people are like, oh, the Browns are better off without him.
Yeah, this guy's a waste of cap space.
Yeah, like the Browns, I mean, he's worthless now to this team. I mean, they're better when he's not playing, not catching the ball. It's complete crap. I'm cool with that though. I'm cool with it.
When you're in a team that's out of playoff contention,
you are
you're firmly in the camp that winning 7 games and not making the playoffs is worse than winning 1 game and not making the playoffs.
That's true.
You're in the same spot at home.
You're not going to be making the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would rather those stats.
I can see.
Keep it G. Other than him trying to be petty against his former team, he'd rather those stats. So Jerry Jeudy, career night, 235 yards and a touchdown. We'll see what that means for him going forward. Bo Nix further cementing himself into the Rookie of the Year conversation. I mean, Jaden Daniels had it wrapped up 3 weeks ago. This is why I'm telling y'all, stop buying all the hype. Yes, Josh Allen is the front runner for MVP. I said the same thing about Lamar Jackson a few weeks back. We had Derrick Henry in that seat as well. I do believe Josh Allen. If you held a gun to my head today and say, tell me who the MVP will be, I'll say Josh Allen.
I think so. He's at the inside track. He's got the narrative. Haven't won before. It makes sense for Josh Allen.
He's got to beat the Lions, but I would say Josh Allen.
I think Josh Allen could put up 27 points and lose the game and be okay.
I don't think so.
I think there's too many dudes on that Detroit Lions team.
I think, but then Jared Goff, that's when the rhetoric and that's when the narrative stuff for Jared Goff gets played up.
4 INT game, Bills aren't winning a game. The Lions did win a game when Jared Goff threw 4 interceptions. I think
he threw 5.
I
think he threw 5. So, give my guy the credit where it's due. Speaking of credit where it's due, when it's talking about throwing interceptions, Jameis Winston gave us the inspiration for today's topic, which is based on football deliverance. We are going to be giving out football deliverance to a team player or coach, somebody who needs to be removed from their situation, needs to be unstraddled from their circumstance that is holding them back. And Jameis Winston last night, even though he had a career night when it came to passing yards and touchdowns, he threw 3 interceptions, including a couple pick sixes. Here is Jameis Winston after the game, asking for the very deliverance in which we're going to bestow on people today.
It's an opportunity to continue to glorify the Lord even through the toughest circumstances. I know I'm better than this. I know I'm just praying for the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes. That's not me.
I mean, it is you though, Jameis.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate truth. And the way his voice wavered, I know I'm better than this. That made me sad. I'll be honest. I kind of wanted to buy him a drink and hang out with him.
Hell yeah. I mean, it'll be a great time. Maybe take him to Publix. He gets a good discounts there. Here's what I'll say too about Jameis and this whole, he's saying it's not him. It's not what he wants to be, but it is what he has been in the NFL. And we're okay with that though, Jameis. I'm glad that he's disappointed in himself. I want Jameis to know, if you're out there listening, Jameis, all right? If you're out there listening, Jabbo, out there in Cleveland, Ohio, getting ready for another week. I don't know who y'all got next week, but hell, I'm sure you'll put up another great performance. We don't actually hate you for that. We're not mad at you. We don't care that you threw a few picks. You gave us some excitement. You gave us some thrill. You gave us some highlights. You made us care about a Monday Night Football game that didn't matter in the first place. Don't be so hard on yourself. Now, maybe you throw one less pick six, right? Maybe you do that and we feel a little better, but the Browns are going nowhere this year. What you really did was you provided a show, and you're also providing them a better chance to draft high next year. So congratulations to Jameis Winston. Congratulations to the Browns. You succeeded in both last night. On to who I believe actually needs football deliverance right now, today, who needs to drop to their knees, say a prayer, and be delivered from a circumstance in which it is dire. And I hate to say this because the guy that is actually that they need deliverance from here is actually a spiritual dude. I think he actually taught some Bible study. At least he dresses like it. But in the NFC South, the Atlanta Falcons just 3 weeks ago, actually 4 weeks because they had a bye week. 4 weeks ago were 6-3 with a seismic lead in the NFC South, following the fact that the Buccaneers had just lost a couple of players. The Saints just fired their coach. That division that I said in the preseason was sealed up had felt ziplock tight shut. It was over with. We could have wrapped it up at that point. Since then, Kirk Cousins, the guy that you paid all that guaranteed money to come in and be a stabilizer for your franchise, has, in the past 3 games, CCAT, thrown 6 interceptions and 0 touchdowns. 6 picks, 0 touchdowns for Kirk Cousins. Again, the vet, the wise guy, the guy who's supposed to be the stabilizer for this young offense and lift up these weapons that you have. Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Ray McLeod, Kyle Pitts, Darnell Mooney, who's coming along now. Like, you have all of this talent around him. You have the young offensive mind and Zach Robinson that's supposed to be the next coming of the next offensive genius play call or whatever. And Kirk Cousins, for the past 3 weeks, has held the Falcons back from being able to be victorious. And this past weekend on Sunday, that was the worst of them all. The Chargers did not want to win that game. They won it 17-13 against the Falcons there. The Chargers did everything in their possibility to lose it. And the Falcons defense, for once, rose up. They were good. I think the Chargers only had 10 first downs in that game. Los Angeles beat the Falcons with only 10 first downs and the lack of a running game because Justin Herbert was out his guy, J.K. Dobbins, and they couldn't move the ball like they generally do. But Kirk Cousins, not once, not twice, not 3 times, threw the ball away 4 times, including a pick 6, allowing the Chargers to get that win, allowing the Buccaneers to now tie the Falcons atop the NFC South standings right now. And the Falcons need deliverance from Kirk Cousins, and it comes in the form of the number 8 overall pick, Michael Penix Jr. If Raheem Morris don't pull that trigger sooner than later, the Falcons could be on the outside looking in of this playoff race, and they could be watching the Bucs be back-to-back reigning champs in the NFC South, twice in which they didn't really feel like they deserve it. That would be incredible. That would be, just sad, and it would be the ultimate Atlanta Falcons experience. And that's why I'm saying the Falcons, like Jameis Winston needs deliverance from those pick 6s, the Falcons need deliverance from Kirk Cousins if they want to maintain the first-place lead in the NFC South and actually make the playoffs this year. It would be a waste of a season.
Yeah, and you know what? I think one thing I've come to learn in the past maybe 4 or 5 years is that nothing in sports is irreversible. You can always cut your losses, admit you were wrong, swallow your pride, and make a change.
Yeah.
You can make the wrong decision 3 months ago and admit it and fix it. You can make the wrong decision 1 month ago. You can make it 5 years ago. It could have been a wrong decision to draft Michael Penix and sign Kirk Cousins. The combination of the two might have been a mistake. We saw the Denver Broncos last night look to be in a great spot.
Oh, man.
And they got a lot of dead money in Russell Wilson. What do? They got rid of him. They bit the bullet. They were going to take that sacrifice and build with Bo Nix. Same thing can happen with the Falcons.
Yeah.
I know Kirk Cousins is making a lot of money. They just signed him to that boatload of money. But if you're serious about contending, you want to strike while these iron's hot, while you've got Bijan Robinson on a rookie deal, Drake London, I believe, is still on a rookie deal. Darnell Mooney looks like to be a very big bargain.
Yeah.
You got to strike while the iron's hot. Those windows close quickly. We're seeing it in San Francisco right now.
Ooh.
Nothing lasts forever. You're a good football team. You need a good quarterback. And if Penix looks like he can step in and perform at a higher level, you got to pull the trigger now.
And the bar is low. That's the other part of this. It's not like you're asking Penix to come in and save the day. You're asking them just not to be a statue back there and hold the offense back. That's what Kirk Cousins is doing, and he's not even pairing that with conservative, smart decisions. He's throwing the football away. You cannot do that. You can't do it. You're also that's bad teaching tape for Penix anyways. You cannot do that if you're Kirk Cousins. The Falcons need deliverance from that old man. I almost said young man. Who else in sports, in football particularly, needs deliverance? Jameis Winston wants deliverance from pick 6s. The Falcons need deliverance from Kirk Cousins in the form of Michael Penix Jr. Maybe your favorite team can use some football deliverance. We're giving that out today. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline here on Theoretically Speaking, 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline. Who needs football deliverance today, like Kirk Cousins and also like Jameis Winston does? Are you experiencing foot and ankle pain and need to see an expert in the field? Baptist Health Orthopedic Care has a team of foot and ankle orthopedic surgeons and specialists who are regarded as leaders in their specialty. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho to learn more today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care combines its resources of experienced physicians and leading-edge treatments and technology to provide advanced orthopedic, foot and ankle, joint replacement, spine, and sports medicine care. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho for more information today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care has offices conveniently located in Palm Beach County through the Florida Keys. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho. Who in football needs deliverance the same way that Jameis does and the Falcons do? I'm telling you, C-Cat, the Atlanta can be in a sticky situation if they don't move off of Kirk Cousins. Let me tell you exactly how this is going to go, though. I'm in the head of these guys. I'm in the head of Raheem Morris, first-year head coach, who is savvy. He's a first-year head coach with the Falcons, but he's been a head coach in this league before. Who do the Falcons play this Sunday afternoon?
I think you have the answer. I don't.
The Minnesota Vikings. The Falcons play at the Minnesota Vikings Sunday at 1 o'clock. That means two things, C-Cat. That means that's a Kirk Cousins revenge game. That also means you're going up against not the number 2, not the number 3, the number 1 defense in the NFL in the Minnesota Vikings with that Brian Flores attacking style where he's disguising a lot. He's blitzing, so many zero blitzes. So much gets thrown at a quarterback in those scenarios. That's not the spot in which you will want to debut Michael Penix Jr. You're feeding him to the wolves, literally. Here's what Raheem Morris and the Falcons are going to do. I can tell by the clippings and the interviews and everything I've seen. They've been saying they have faith and trust and confidence in Kirk Cousins, and they're going to say that all week long, and they will trot number 18 out there to lead them against the Vikings. And one of two things are going to happen. Either Kirk Cousins is going to miraculously learn how to move in the pocket more. He's going to find the arm strength that he literally did not have against the Chargers when he was throwing duck after duck after duck. I mean, the ball was flying. It was hanging in the air. It was terrible. Either he finds some Kirk Cousins magic, or what I believe is going to happen, he gets absolutely derailed and abused and pantsed at his former crib. And the Falcons are going to lose that game. But after that, you can justify sitting Kirk Cousins and putting Michael Penix Jr. in. And here's why. The next game for the Falcons, Monday Night Football on the road, but it's the Raiders. Penix can win you that game. After that, Falcons at home against the Giants. Another very winnable game. Next week, at the Washington Commanders. Now Penix has 2 starts under his belt with Zach Robinson, with this offensive scheme that is so beautifully put. And if you have a mobile quarterback that's able to extend plays, that's able to give you better numbers in the run game, you can create more action. You can mess around and have a good rookie showdown against Jaden Daniels right there, Michael Penix. And then you finish the season off at home against the Panthers. Those are 4 defenses I'm not scared of, 4 very winnable games, and a great ramp-up for a rookie quarterback who has sat the first 12 weeks, 13 weeks behind Kirk Cousins, learning the offense, learning the ways of the NFL, to be able to build the momentum you would need in the playoffs. If the Falcons are serious about actually trying to contend, not just make the playoffs, but maybe win a game or two, Michael Penix Jr. gives them their best chance because, well, Kirk Cousins is cooked. I like the idea of signing Kirk Cousins. Now that I've seen Kirk Cousins play football, I'm wholeheartedly against it. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline. Who in football is in dire need of deliverance? We got Jalen in North Carolina. Jalen's on the Baptist Health Hotline. What's happening with you, Jalen, man? How you enjoying your Tuesday?
Theo, man, I had a rough weekend, brother. And, I'm back at work now, and I need some deliverance.
Okay, so you need the deliverance, not a team, not a player, but you, Jalen.
No, it's an entire fan base. All my brethren and sister underneath the Ravens flock.
Oh man,
we must be delivered from Justin Tucker.
Oh,
we must be delivered from Justin Tucker. He's got to go, brother.
Now, Jalen,
I almost fell down to my knees in M&T Bank Stadium. First quarter after he missed that extra point. I was in row 12, Theodore.
That's close. That's close.
It was bad, brother.
So
it was bad. I could feel the wind off the football.
So, Jalen, as you're in there witnessing it yourself at the bank, expecting a hopeful win against the Eagles, but coming up short because, well, Justin Tucker missed not just that extra point, but a field goal later. As you're experiencing it firsthand, C-Cat's on the couch in his crib sporting a Justin Tucker jersey.
It's not true. I haven't worn it in a while.
Yeah, I bet.
What do we have to do about this, Jalen? What do we do about C-Cat's Justin Tucker jersey? It's his only Ravens jersey. He's a Ravens fan, but at this point, it doesn't feel good. It's sticky.
This is what we're going to do with it. We'll cut up into small pieces and we're going to feed it to him. That's what we're going to do.
Feed it to Justin Tucker or C-Cat?
They can share it. I don't care. Like Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
I don't.
Wait,
it doesn't matter.
Jalen, you can't hate Justin Tucker after everything he's done for your favorite football team. The Ravens do not have their most recent Super Bowl without Justin Tucker.
Absolutely. And guess what, C-Cat? I was in 10th grade when that happened. Okay? we're doing this legacy thing.
Yeah.
You know, where we're just holding on to what it used to be. It's like when I'm not speaking about you and your girl, but
in
when
general,
you and a girl are just holding on just because it's convenient. Everybody loves you guys being together. It's like you're just holding on for no reason. But y'all both miserable. What are we doing here?
But the thing is, there's a lease coming up.
Every time Justin Tucker comes up, he looks miserable.
It is bad.
He missed that extra point in the first. He missed that extra point in the first quarter, and literally the whole stadium went silent.
Yeah.
Silent.
As a Ravens fan myself, I took off on my flight home from Charleston at halftime of that game. So I saw the mixed extra point, and I did that thing where I turn airplane mode off when I see that I'm kind of close to the ground. So I get my LTE, I get all the messages, and like, Justin Tucker missed another. Oh, my God. He missed another, and I didn't even have to look at the score. I knew immediately that was me deciding factor. Yeah. It's devastating, really.
It's devastating. I mean, it cost us 3 games so far this year. And I was ahead of the curve on this. Last year, he started missing. He's missed 20-plus kicks since 2022.
Ooh. It's like the most in the NFL, right?
It got about the middle of the – yes, it is. Once it got to the middle of the season last year, I was in my Ravens fan group chats talking about, hey, we need to move on from Justin Tucker.
I think it's time. The Ravens need deliverance.
Almost 20 games later and almost 30 kicks missed later, and we're in dire need of deliverance at the bank.
Jalen, I appreciate the call. I'm sorry for how you had to spend your weekend. I hope the Ravens give you brighter days in the near future.
I am delivered.
We have to help Baltimore out. Ravens flock out. Y'all must be delivered from Justin Tucker. Have y'all talked about this on Twitter or whatnot? Like, if they cut him in this offseason, are you good? Or is it a lot of money on that contract still?
Oh, a lot of money for a kicker is kind of it's okay.
Yeah.
Like if he is, I think he is the highest paid kicker in the NFL.
Yeah.
Or no, he's second to Harrison Butker.
Yeah, Butker got paid, yeah.
But that's still worth it to have that part of the game locked up. It's almost like, I'm a Yankees fan too. And for the longest time, in a league of baseball where no one had a secure closer, the Yankees had a secure closer in Mariano Rivera. It was a luxury that Yankees fans didn't know existed. They took for granted. And as a Ravens fan, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
When you went to the 9th inning with Mo, you felt like you won the game already. When you come down to the inside, the 35, you feel like you already have 3 points on the scoreboard. And now that is not only not the case anymore, but you are in the bottom third of the league.
Yeah. He's been the worst kicker in the NFL this year, and you're paying him the second most.
So, yeah. So you can do 2 things here with the Ravens. I think that you can treat Justin Tucker like you do a 3-point shooter in basketball.
Mike Miller.
And just shoot your way out of it. I know the Ravens are 8-5 right now.
Yeah.
They still got to fight for a playoff berth. I mean, there's nothing guaranteed to them whatsoever.
Tie with the Broncos.
So you're kind of playing with fire if you do keep on trotting Justin Tucker out there and keep on letting him shoot his way out of the slump that he has been for 2 years. Or you take guys off the street. I think that you owe Justin Tucker, of any kicker, maybe in the history of the NFL, he has earned the longest leash.
Yeah.
But we're running out.
Vinatieri too, I would say.
Yeah, just more clutch kicks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying Justin Tucker still what he did, greatest of all time, right, at kicking. But I would say Vinatieri also probably earned that kind of leash. And it probably was. I don't remember the back end of Vinatieri's career. I'm sure it was a little bit like that. So maybe we're just in that era with Justin Tucker, but it feels a little early. So we'll keep talking football deliverance. And we also, deliver Miami Hurricanes fans from disappointment year after year after year. Tonight is decision day. Tonight, we learn the fate of the 2024 Miami Hurricanes led by Cam Ward. Will they be in? The magic number is 11. We discuss on the other side. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Hey golf fans, Colin Russo here. Looking to improve your game? Flagstick Golf Performance, the ultimate indoor golf experience, is now open in Boynton Beach. With 3 indoor simulators and a state-of-the-art putting studio, Flagstick helps players at all levels up their game. Get lessons from experts, try the latest clubs, or just come up for a round in the simulators. You can track your stats and see real improvement. Flagstick is where serious golfers and beginners find their edge. Bring your friends or family and enjoy golf like never before. Visit flagstickgolfperformance.com to book your session.
Time now for a PNC pause. PNC Bank is committed to helping the customers and the communities they serve move forward financially. See how they can make a difference for you at PNC.com.
What's up, Heat fans? This is Jason Jackson from your Miami Heat audio experience. From every earth-shattering dunk, throw it down, to every 3-ball from the land of milk and honey. For 3, splash! And everything in between. It's Skyhook and he called it. ESPN West Palm has you covered. Make sure you are always locked in with your favorite station to catch every single Heat game with me and the gang. It's time to ball, yo.
Hi, this is Kevin Dalton, owner of the Unlimited Auto Wash. You'll love our daily specials. With our loyalty card, you can save up to $5 off any wash on Mondays if you're a guy, Wednesdays for the ladies, and seniors 55 and older every Thursday. And Tuesday is Double Stamp Tuesday. With 6 locations, there's an unlimited auto wash near you. Plus, we have unlimited monthly plans that offer inside and out washes with Tire Shine for just $44.95 a month. Visit unlimitautowashclub.com or call 561-WASH-ME-TOO for a location near you.
Hey everyone, it's Cade Shumsland. Every week, Land Rover Palm Beach supports local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community by naming a Player of the Week. This year, $35,000 will be rewarded to student athletes and their schools. Tune in to ESPN West Palm High School Game Day every Friday night as I unveil this week's featured athlete. If you have a great performance that I need to know about, DM us at ESPN West Palm, Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's is voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Manzo's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Manzo's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
we also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
Hi, it's Evan Cohen, and ESPN 106.3 is all hoops and helmets this week. Tonight, we climb the Rockies to bring you the best NBA coverage. It's the Golden State Warriors and Denver Nuggets. We go a mile high at 9:30. Champions rise and history is made right here on ESPN 106.3.
The Club at Lost Lake, a championship Fazio design golf course in Hope Sound. Golf and social memberships are now available with no waiting list and immediate access. The course and club will see over $10 million in capital improvements and is one of the best private club values in the area. Experience the beauty and challenge of this renowned course for yourself. Enjoy year-round access to exclusive amenities and events. Visit clublostlake.com to schedule a visit today. Don't miss out on this incredible course. And please, putt responsibly.
Hello, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 7. Understand attorney's fees. You've probably heard no fee guarantee or you only pay if you win. This isn't some kind of special offer. Most injury attorneys are paid this way. We get paid this way. There are limits on what percentage attorneys can charge. Our firm charges you nothing, not even costs, unless you get money. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL. Offices in Palm Beach and throughout Florida.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
There's 2 bowl games I know for sure I'll be going to. We don't know what bowl game the Miami Hurricanes or Alabama, for that matter, will be going to this year. We hope the Canes will be in the college football playoff. But I'll be at the Orange Bowl, and I also will be at the Boca Bowl, of course. Palm Beach County's premier college football event is back. Don't miss the 2024 Boca Raton Bowl. It's Wednesday, December 18th from FAU Stadium and broadcast live on ESPN. Last year's game saw in-state rising power USF beat the heck out of Syracuse out of the ACC. Why couldn't Miami do that? I don't know. I'm sad still. But what will this year's game have in store? It's going to have some excitement, some big names, some big teams, and some big action. The 2024 Boca Raton Bowl, December 18th from FAU Stadium on ESPN. Don't miss out. And for more information, BocaRatonBowl.com. I mean, we're like 2 weeks out?
Yeah, 2 weeks tomorrow, December 18th, 5:30 kick, nice and early.
It's kind of crazy. All right. Well, there you have it. The Boca Bowl right around the corner. That's how you know it's heating up in college football. Bowl season is here. And with it comes the very first rendition of the 12-team playoff. Tonight, ESPN will present to you the second-to-last rankings, the pre-conference championship 12-team playoff rankings before they actually have their selection show where we get the 12 seeds. Tonight's important for Miami. Next week doesn't matter. Next week changes nothing for Miami so long as SMU wins the ACC title game against Clemson. Next week is null and void. Miami's magic number tonight is 11. They have to be ranked 11th or better in the college football playoff poll tonight, following their loss against Syracuse and also following what has been just disruption across college football over the past 3 weeks. So let me outline it for you right here. It starts with a SMU ACC title. Why? Because Clemson would be a bubble team that might have a better resume than Miami, or excuse me, SMU would be a bubble team that would have a better resume than Miami. So if Clemson wins the ACC and gets the auto bid, SMU's resume looks better. Miami can go ahead and forfeit its chances. So if SMU wins the ACC, it comes down to 4 teams on the bubble, C-Cat. The Miami Hurricanes, who again, down here, fingers crossed, they hope that they can get the favor. The Alabama Tide, Ole Miss, and South Carolina. So 4 teams on the bubble, that feels a little shaky. I looked it up. Miami has a 36% chance to make the college football playoff according to ESPN's projections. So I'm like, with 4 teams, how's it 36%? I went and looked at some things. You might as well just cross off South Carolina and Ole Miss.
Which is garbage.
You might as well cross them both off. Why is that garbage?
South Carolina is probably playing like a top 10 team in the country right now.
They are. But their resume, it's going to hurt them. They lost to both Ole Miss and Alabama. You can't be on the bubble with 2 teams that you lost to.
Yeah, I would rather lose to Ole Miss and Alabama than get blown out by Oklahoma.
Right. I get you, but the problem is Alabama beat you. So if you're South Carolina and you're on the bubble with both Alabama and Ole Miss, and those 2 teams you actually lost to, and all of y'all have the same amount of losses, I'm sorry, you're out. So South Carolina's dead. And I love me some Lenore Sellers. I actually started a South Carolina dynasty in CFB 25, won a national championship year 1. No big deal.
Program builder.
I am a program builder. Literally, I unlocked program builder after that, and I started cooking. Lost the SEC title. It was an online dynasty, too. It's not like I'm just doing it against the computer. Hey, but you know what? I'm just going to throw my hands up, and we're going to leave that alone. I don't want people to get all mad at me because I'm nice with CFB 25. Also, somebody said my sweater's fire. I appreciate you, gamer. So South Carolina's out of it. Then there comes Ole Miss. Ole Miss is cooked as well. They lost to Kentucky at home. So we're good on that. It comes down to Miami and Alabama for the number 11 spot. Here's why I believe Miami should be in over Alabama. Number one, if this is a TV show like everybody says, right, we're looking for the best entertainment product, Miami is undoubtedly a better entertainment product than what Alabama provides you, especially given the fact that you'll have weeks to prepare for a team. We've seen bad football teams shut down Jalen Milroe. Nobody stopped Cam Ward all year. You can say what you want about the Miami football team. Nobody stopped Cam Ward all year. There's a reason why he will be in New York for the Heisman finalist ceremony. There's a reason why the guy will be a top 3 draft pick in this next NFL draft. Cam Ward and the Miami Hurricanes will be a better show for the college football playoff, not just because of their offense, but damn it, that defense is so bad, you know you're going to get some points on the other side too.
That's the game is never over.
Don't remind me, C-Cat.
Yeah,
but the game is never over.
I never turned that Miami game on.
Yeah, you knew.
There was a lot of stuff going on, like on that college ball Saturday. I thought, okay, good. I could check that box off. Miami won. Let's move on to other great games in this window. And I just got a weird notification on my phone.
You know what I did when Miami went up 21-0? I hopped on Prize Picks, and I literally put player projections more in the second half. You know how you could do CFB second half now, as well as like with football on the professional level. Just hit more. Cam Ward yards, Restrepo yards, like Kyle McCord fantasy points, and I hit.
Wow.
All of my stat projections that and entries I put for the second half of that Miami-Syracuse game hit because I knew how bad Miami's defense was. I knew Syracuse would get back into it, and I knew Cam Ward would have to throw the ball all the way down the line. So I regress, but I wanted to shout out Prize Picks there for helping me. Having that knowledge on my team helped me out right there. So if you're Miami, you have 2 losses versus Bama's 3 losses. You can say one conference is better than the other one, so let's just call it about even in the loss column then, right?
Yeah, I think that Miami would have 3 losses if they played in the SEC, and that's being generous.
Okay. Now let's examine the 2 teams that Miami lost to this year. 2 road games in the ACC against strong teams. One of them Syracuse, with Kyle McCord and them playing with everything to play for, it seems like. Fran Brown, it seemed like everybody in the world wanted Clemson in the ACC title game, including the ACC itself, which had a image on its website of Clemson versus SMU before Miami even kicked off that game against Syracuse. Syracuse was playing for something at home to wrap up the season, and they got Miami. And the other loss is Georgia Tech, who, by the way, Georgia Tech had Georgia beat multiple times in their game at the end of the year. It's just Georgia finished with more points. Let's not act like that's not a good Georgia Tech football team.
Yeah.
Alabama lost to Vanderbilt. Alabama also got whipped on the road against Oklahoma, only put up 3 points. You want that kind of performance in the 12-team playoff? I don't think so. Miami's resume is better. Their team is better. Their quarterback is better. If it comes down to Miami versus Alabama for the 12-team playoff and the College Football Selection Committee picks Alabama, we have a serious problem already with the 12-team playoff. Just based off of who should be there, who has earned their way there, Bama has done the exact opposite, whereas Miami, I know they stubbed their toe a bunch of times. They're still the better football team. They still deserve to be in over Alabama, despite me not wanting to get embarrassed again.
We're putting 12 teams in this playoff, and the most recent data points should be treated as the most important data points because those teams that we saw last weekend are going to be the closest to the teams that we would put in the playoff.
Yeah.
So I think you should punish Alabama tremendously.
Please do.
For the Oklahoma loss. You really should. And I'm not a U fan. I don't really care about the Hurricanes at all.
Thank you.
I don't root for Miami whatsoever. But if it's between Alabama and Miami, it's not a conversation if you ask me. That is one of the worst losses that I have seen in quite some time. Yes, I know Notre Dame's loss was bad. It was certainly bad against NIU. But that happened months ago.
Yeah.
It's like it never even happened in the purview of what Notre Dame looks like right now. That is why doing these college football playoff rankings starting in early November, I believe was the first one released, it's dangerous because the committee doesn't want to act or admit that they were wrong.
It's a new ranking every week, though. They have the opportunity to do what's right. It's a new ranking every week. I do believe that Miami gets ranked number 11 tonight. And if SMU wins the ACC title game, Miami will be in the college football playoff. They'll likely be playing at Penn State, and that'll be fun. That'll be amazing. That's my prediction for the 12-team playoff. We'll see what happens with the selection committee tonight. My prediction is also in the National Football League. They're gonna end up adjusting this Azeez Al-Shahir suspension. He got suspended 3 games for the hit on Trevor Lawrence, the Texans linebacker who knocked out Trevor Lawrence, who was out with a concussion. It was bad. He was in the fencing position. It was a late slide. We'll discuss all of that with somebody very close to the situation. DJ Bieniemy, he is ESPN's Houston Texans insider. He covers the team for NFL Nation on ESPN. That's my guy. He'll join us on the other side. We'll talk about the suspension to the former FAU linebacker, why it went too far, and why I also believe, based on what I've been hearing around it, it will get repealed. It will get brought back a little bit, dialed back for those Texans. Before we go to break, though, I do want to tell you about EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. EDSIsYes.com. EDSIsYes.com. That's the place to go if you have any kind of air conditioning or plumbing needs. They have been servicing Palm Beach County since 2006. Your trusted AC experts. And, oh, by the way, they're excellent at plumbing as well. 24/7 support, timely service. You can book them online. Again, EDSIsYes.com. EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. You hop on the Google rating. You check out what people think of them. More than 760 reviews. 4.8 stars. I mean, it's like 5 stars. It's almost 5 stars. I might as well say 5. 4.8. I mean, let's round up. They have excellent service. They take care of people that are signed up with them, especially people like me that are on the gold plan. That means I get 2 services per year, preventative and also repair, and I get a percentage off of repairs I might need. And I haven't needed it ever since I got my AC installed by EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. EDSIsYes.com. Tap in. Pick the gold plan like me. We can be brethren. We can be teammates on the gold plan. EDSIsYes.com. On the other side, DJ pulls up, and he gives us some insight into what the Texans are feeling with disease. And we got to get into this, man, ASAP. So let's get to the break and bring in DJ.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 1063.
Florida Atlantic women's basketball season is here. Join head coach Jennifer Sullivan and star guards Maya Perry and Jada Moore at Eleanor R. Baldwin Arena this year for big-time college basketball action. Groups of 15 or more get in free. Single game tickets just $10. The band, the cheerleaders, the fun, the action, it's all there with Florida Atlantic women's basketball. Visit FAUsports.com for more information. Florida Atlantic Owls, winning in paradise.
As market dynamics change, the quality and service you receive from your accounting firm shouldn't. Partner-owned since 1923, Anshin Accountants and Advisors take the time to get to know you and your unique circumstances to help resolve complex issues and develop innovative tax and accounting solutions tailored to meet your goals. If you're a high net worth individual or business owner eager for a strategy to maximize tax savings, let Anshin deliver value where others can't. Visit ANCHIN.com. Anshin Accountants and Advisors, recalculating what's possible. Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Overreaction Tuesday, I guess you would call it. The NFL putting a 3-game suspension on former FAU linebacker, current Texans, and he's one of their better players on defense, Azeez Al-Shaair. And to discuss not just the suspension, but also the reaction from the Texans, we saw Nick Caserio, GM, just irate, right? We heard from head coach D'Amico Ryans, a guy that's been in the house covering the Texans for the past few years for ESPN, is my guy, DJ Bieniemy. DJ, first and foremost, man, how's the city, man? You holding Houston down?
I'm trying to. It's kind of cold out here, ironically. Ooh. It's like, well, not cold, but like Houston cold, where it's like, past few nights it's been in the 40s, sometimes in the 50s.
Yeah.
Like, I was playing flag football last night, and every time I opened my mouth, I could see my breath.
Bruh.
So,
well, first off, DJ, stop playing. Dude, you're going to tear something. You're a little washed. I know you're a former college athlete.
I'm not washed, brother. I will say when I woke up this morning, I did feel every ache of being 29 for about 12 more days.
Yeah. That's congratulations, by the way. It feels good on this side of 30. You'll love it. And also, before we keep going, DJ, C-Cat asked me beforehand, it is Bieniemy, right?
Bieniemy.
Bieniemy, okay, Bieniemy. Okay, bet.
Bieniemy, not like Eric Bieniemy.
Right.
Eric is Bieniemy, I'm Bieniemy.
I want to make sure I get it right. I want to make sure. That's my dog. Look, now C-Cat going to be like, you don't even know this dude. No, who says each other's last names? Okay, DJ.
We know each other, man. You know, I've been at his old parents' house in Houston. We watched the Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals in 2023 when the Heat had, with Derek White had that nasty tip back.
Yeah, that was a sad one. We watched that one together, and we watched the Game 7 victory together as well, same spot. That one felt a little bit better. All right, DJ.
That one felt way better.
I could. The videos that came out of that too. It looks exciting. DJ, what the heck is going on, man? What was the Texans' initial response to Alshire getting the 3-game suspension? And did you, when you saw that hit on Trevor Lawrence, did you think it was actually as dirty of a play as everybody's making it out to be? Because it seems like the whole world is turned on the brother.
I would say, obviously, the reaction, they were more or less trying to, especially on the sideline, they were just trying to get, Aziz away from the melee and trying to protect him a little bit. I didn't think the hit was dirty. I think that it was an illegal hit, and whether, your intent was to be dirty or wasn't to be dirty, the result was it's an illegal hit, and it knocks somebody out unconscious, basically, whatever, in the fencing pose. And obviously, since the Tua stuff, dating back in 2022 against the Cincinnati Bengals, when he did the fencing pose on national TV, the NFL is very sensitive about protecting their quarterbacks and protecting them, especially if they're in the positions like that. So, in all honesty, I'm not surprised that he got suspended. Obviously, him being suspended for 3 games, that's a little excessive to me. But they were going to make a statement, especially since he's a repeat offender in terms of, unnecessary roughness, plays, right? Whether it's him throwing a punch in week 2 or him literally last week drawing a 15-yard penalty for hitting a running back out of bounds.
Yep.
Or hitting, Caleb Williams questionably on the sideline. Like, there's enough of a history there to where a suspension was going to happen. I do think 3 is a little excessive, but I don't think, in all honesty, the Texans have helped themselves with some of the comments that they've made in the past few days. Because it's kind of like they're just standing 10 toes down, like Aziz didn't do anything wrong. I think, like, if there was a little bit, I honestly believe, I feel like if D'Amico yesterday would have at least, and, Aziz would have acknowledged that, like, there was some wrongdoing, that, okay, maybe I might have messed up a little bit. I could have let up. Maybe he doesn't get suspended for 3 games, but I think D'Amico's response yesterday saying that they overreacted, I think that might have pushed it to 3 games, because 3 games for a guy that's never been suspended before, has never been ejected before, that it's more than just the hit. It's a reaction also on the sidelines, him running back onto the field, and then again, like, them kind of standing not 10 toes but 8 toes down. Because they do, D'Amico does say, we don't coach that. But again, like, the reactions kind of speak for itself, even like Nick Caserio today.
Yeah.
Talking about consistency, which is fair. I do agree with the consistency part. But again, it feels like, they're digging their heels in on their stance because nobody is kind of, quote unquote, taking accountability for, like, the hit. Like, we could be honest, like, because if that was CJ,
he would be pissed.
Have a completely, come on. Like, we could be honest. I feel like on both sides, people that are defending Aziz are kind of being disingenuous, and people that are being, like, super anti-Aziz are being disingenuous, call him a dirty player.
Yeah.
All kinds of things. Like, he's not a dirty player. He's actually one of the nicest dudes that I've ever covered in my career, to be honest. Like, he's probably, like, top 3, maybe top 2. You know what I'm saying?
And we hear that too, DJ. We hear that out here because he played at FAU right down the road in Boca Raton. So people that know him from as an owl and covered him as well, it's the nicest dude ever. He gets in football mode. He's a heavy hitter, but I mean, he's a defender. What do you want from a linebacker?
Exactly. Like, I have 2 people that I went to, actually 3 actually, that went to school with him at FAU. To one person I'm just cool with because we played Madden a lot together, and 2 other people that I went to high school with, and they've all been like, nah, Aziz is, like, before obviously this even happened, like, Aziz is one of the nicest dudes you'll ever meet, and like, interacting with him, like, he's legitimately, like, one of the nicest people. Like, you wouldn't think he was a linebacker, man, like, at all. So he's legitimately, like, one of the, I would say, like, nicer humans I've ever come across.
Yeah, and that's what we've heard all around it, which is why it makes it so infuriating for me for people to try and attack his character like he's one of these other kind of malicious dudes. It seems like there's a lot of positive reviews around him. DJ BNMA, ESPN's NFL Nation Texans reporter, joining us here on Theoretically Speaking, talking about the 3-game suspension, talking about the quote-unquote dirty hit. Now, the other side of this, DJ, we got to do something about these quarterbacks and these late slides and these pump fake slides like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes like to do. Like, it's hard enough to be a defender today in the NFL. Now you're taking away dudes' game checks because Trevor Lawrence also is a little culpable in this for waiting until the very last moment right up against the sticks here. Like, how do you think the NFL can help legislate this stuff?
I think at the owners' meeting, they have to institute like a flag for this. Like, I think that's the only way. That if you fake a slide, that's a 15. That's like either 15. Actually, yeah, probably you got to say 15-yard flag. Period. You know, like I think that's the only way because you got to give. Because I think at that point it no longer incentivizes the quarterbacks for faking the slide, in that aspect, and defenders can let up a little bit more. And I also think that quarterbacks probably got to come up with a different method on how they're gonna slide and get down and things of that nature. Maybe they need to start. I've seen people, get up talking about diving instead because that actually protects them more than anything, which actually does make sense. I mean, I know you got, sometimes quarterbacks gotta be a little careful because if you fall funny on your shoulder, now your season's done. But I mean, if you slide wrong, you'll wake up in the hospital. So
yeah,
it is what it is there. But I think, make that a flag, 15 yards, 10 yards, whatever you want to make it, so you can really de-emphasize quarterbacks doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because Mahomes has done it, Josh has done it. Those are the main two people that do it. But yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody else, for the most part, they don't try to they kind of just slide or get out the way or get down. I feel like it's really those two, which puts that in people's minds, and then they end up, having to worry about that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Now as a defender, you're selling out to protect the sticks because you don't want to end up on a highlight reel, letting up and letting a guy blow right past you. Trevor Lawrence, a big quarterback who could do just that. He wasn't doing that. He was sliding. It was a bad play. It was flagged. I do believe he should have been ejected. 3 games is much too many. I think they'll probably win in the appeals here and get that shortened a bit. Lastly, DJ, before I let you go, number one, how are you in Madden these days? Because I didn't know you were still on the sticks. I might have to take you out. And then also just express how important Azeez Al-Shaair is to that Texans defense in this pivotal stretch.
I'm pretty good at Madden, so be careful if you want to get that smoke. But
all right. I'm going to text you.
Back to Azeez, I think that him, let's say they missed him for, let's see what stretch, the first 3 games of the season or the middle stretch of the season, that's when they went against the Jets and Packers and whoever else. It'd be okay if you could sustain it. I think against these 3 teams, Lamar, led by Lamar, Tua, Mahomes, who all love throwing over the middle of the field, who love their offenses love attacking the middle of the field. I think that him being out, because he's their best cover linebacker by far, with no Christian Harris out there, they're going to miss that so much, right? Because you're going to have Neville Hewitt and Henry To'oTo'o at the linebacker spot. And I think it's also they lost Jalen Petrie also. So Petrie and Azeez were their enforcers, the guys that were running with their hair on fire, the guys that were having little regard for their body.
Yeah.
And I think that losing those two, basically back to back, is going to make against those teams who love throwing over the middle of the field a lot more, make life a lot harder because they're going to just play with I forgot his name. Neville Hewitt's eyes and To'oTo'o's eyes, and then just complete eye candy, make them be one step late, things of that nature. Because the reason why they lost or gave some big plays against the Titans was because the guys had bad eye discipline, and being without being without Azeez is only going to enhance that miss against those type of teams.
You know what, DJ? As a Chiefs fan, I'm all in favor then of the Azeez Al-Shaair suspension. Let's not let the Chiefs stumble against the Texans team as they've been stumbling against pretty much anybody they've faced so far. I'll hit you up about the Madden. And also, man, keep holding the city down, bro. Excellent work you've been doing with the Texans.
Appreciate you, bro.
That's my guy, DJ BNMA, ESPN Texans insider for NFL Nation, holding it down, giving us the update there on the 3-game suspension. I do believe the NFL will dial it back. I do believe it was a little harsh. And I also see, Kat, I'm floored by how much vitriol people have had for Azeez. You would think he's sleeping with people's mothers. Like, why is there so much hate thrown on this dude's name today?
It's all results-oriented. If Trevor Lawrence popped up to his feet like Joe Flacco did against the Dolphins on, I believe, Monday Night Football about 6 years ago, none of this would be a conversation. Like, it's because Trevor Lawrence got hurt. That's all this is about.
Yeah. Yeah, if he doesn't get hurt, there definitely isn't a suspension. I do believe if there was, like DJ mentioned, if they were a little more contrite afterwards, then maybe the Texans are able to levy for a lesser penalty. But I do think the Texans were so loud today because you have all these clowns on ESPN's airways, Fox Sports, everywhere, like trashing the dude's name. Azeez is a good dude. He just is a football player playing football. Trevor Lawrence did a late slide. He went for him. That's a flag. Maybe it's an ejection. It ain't no damn 3-game suspension, and it doesn't cause for all of these people that don't know the man personally to be attacking his character and his morals. I think it's been outright disrespectful, and I get why Nick Caserio himself, general manager of the Texans, called it bull bleep. Like, you guys should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, people are emotional. They didn't like what they saw on their TV set, and they want to lash out and punish somebody for it more than what was shown on TV.
Like, bruh, get a hold. People really have to get a hold of themselves, bro. I'm absolutely floored by the unprofessionalism of the people trying to attack Azeez Al-Shahir's character based off of a football play. Yeah. All right. Also, the dude that's like the NFL's, what's his name? I got to pull up there. While I'm on the subject, I'm pulling up the dude's thing. This clown. You can keep the music going.
Well, I mean, if you could help me, got any clues? Maybe.
The guy that put out the statement for the NFL apparently works for like the NFL's association, former player. Oh, well, here he is. John Runyon. John Runyon, NFL VP of Football Ops, who said your lack of sportsmanship and respect for the game of football and all those who play and coach and enjoy. Your values. He's talking about all of that. We got a video of you right here doing a running headbutt into a player. You big clown. Idiot.
If you hate that play that much, you probably don't love football. Seriously.
You don't.
I know football has evolved and changed, some for the better and some for the worse in the past 2 decades. But hard hits are a part of football.
It is.
They've been outlawed, and he got ejected because he targeted. He paid the price for the crime he committed.
3 more games is ridiculous.
And we've got people on these airwaves at different day parts saying that this is comparable to probably the most egregious act we've ever seen on a football field in HD television.
Yeah.
What's that later on?
We'll do that because again, it's just idiotic. And I know that these people are smarter than that. I'm disappointed. But John Runyon, I don't think you're smarter than that. I think you're a fool. NFL VP of Football Ops. I should apply for that job. All you got to do is say ridiculous things and not mean it. Idiot. For real. Like, I don't know. I don't like the guy. All right. What I do like is Kaiser University. I love Kaiser Athletics, and that's because there's a flagship campus right here in West Palm Beach that is packed with champions. The Seahawks of Kaiser University. They have the #1 ranked football team in all of the nation. They're actually hosting Georgetown College on Saturday in the NAIA Football Championship Series. Saturday at 1 o'clock. That's a 1 o'clock kickoff. Get your tail in that seat and watch the Seahawks roar. Kaiser Seahawks have won 22 national championships. In addition to that football one, they've got back-to-back natties in men's lacrosse, and they've got 3 straight in NAIA women's swimming and diving. All right, KU's doing it in the conference championships as well. They do it everywhere. They're champions all across the board. Check them out. Kaiser Seahawks Athletics, KUSeahawks.com. It's the happy hour. On the other side, we bring in Tina. We also address some of the idiocy going on where people are trying to undress Azeez Al-Shahir, former FAU linebacker and Texans backer. I'm not going to stand for it. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. It's the happy hour on Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WUUB Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
The Brad Ginsburg Family Foundation recognizes the needs of our local community, especially those who are impoverished
a Good
or
Karma
facing
Brands
economic
radio
hardship,
station.
as well as those facing
Jameis
mental
Winston
and
says
or
he needs
physical
to
challenges.
Liverpool.
The Brad Ginsburg Family Foundation is proud to be the official community voucher sponsor for the Boca Raton Bowl, December 18th
Hello,
at
Attorney
FAU
Robert
Stadium.
Rubenstein,
These
and this
vouchers go to local outreach organizations and programs, providing those less fortunate the opportunity to enjoy a fun night at the Boca Raton Bowl.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and football season is here. Are you ready to make some money? Have you bet on sports before? That probably did not go great. I can help you make money. Go to fatjacksports.com and get dialed in to turn a profit. The picks are emailed to you. They're on your personal portal on the website, and you can pay less than $50 a week for longer packages to make money betting this football season. fatjacksports.com, the only place you need to go, 100% transparent, and will turn you profit this season at fatjacksports.com.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
Big savings?
Yep, which means...
It's the best time to buy?
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY Industry reported total sales.
Introducing Questionable Call with Josh Cohen. And it's exclusively on YouTube, where JC is breaking down the most viral clips in sports and entertainment.
Because every day above ground is a good day, some are just more questionable than others.
Subscribe to Questionable Call on YouTube right now. New episodes drop every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Anything else is out of the question. Presented by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys, Twin Peaks, St. Lucie Battery and Tire, and Bud's Chicken and Seafood. Yeah, chicken and seafood.
Shaw Sports Turf is a world-class artificial athletic field provider for every level of play with over 3,500 installations in North America. They are more than just fields. They are centerpieces and rallying points for schools and communities. Shaw Sports Turf is proud to be the turf provider for Tropicana Field and the Tampa Bay Rays, as well as the Miami Marlins. Shaw was also the turf provider for the Cincinnati Bengals and the Manning Passing Academy. Follow Shaw Sports Turf on social media or visit shawsportsturf.com for more.
It's ESPN 106.3, your home for live sports presented by Hard Rock Bet. Home of the Miami Dolphins, Miami Hurricanes, and all of the biggest football matchups throughout the week. Hard Rock Bet, it's Florida's official sports book. Try Hard Rock Bet now and receive up to $100 back in bonus bets if your first bet does not win. Hard Rock Bet, roll with us. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling, call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Does your business leave a lasting impression? Attractive, eye-catching signs help you stand out from the crowd and create a strong brand identity. Our team at Signorama West Palm are experts in helping your business get noticed and get effective signage in front of your potential customers. Our team can turn your blank windows or plain vehicles into money-making branding machines by drawing customers' attention to your business. So if you're looking to leave that lasting impression, call us 561-687-7993 or visit signoramawpb.com.
The Club at Lost Lake, a championship Fazio design golf course in Hope Sound. Golf and social memberships are now available with no waiting list and immediate access. The course and club will see over $10 million in capital improvements and is one of the best private club values in the area. Experience the beauty and challenge of this renowned course for yourself. Enjoy year-round access to exclusive amenities and events. Visit clublostlake.com to schedule a visit today. Don't miss out on this incredible course. And please, putt responsibly.
Hi, this is Blaine Isbell, Corporate Vice President of Team IP. For over 30 years, Team IP has been a national leader in decorated apparel and promotional products. National corporate brands and 22 college bowl games, including the Boca Raton Bowl, make Team IP their partner of choice. Team IP, located right in our community in Stuart, is a proud partner of ESPN West Palm. Contact me anytime at 877-821-8643 or head to teamip.com and take the first step in making Team IP your team to boost your brand.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
Join us on Tuesday, December 10th for the YMCA of the Palm Beach's 15th annual prayer breakfast at the Breakers Palm Beach, featuring PGA Tour professional and Jupiter resident Ricky Fowler as the keynote speaker. All funds raised at the prayer breakfast provide children and families in our community with vital programs such as swim lessons, aquatics camps, and senior wellness classes. This inspiring event is a celebration of community, faith, and generosity. Tickets and sponsorship information are available at ymcapalmbeaches.org.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Just like the heart of the Grinch, the song for Tina grows today. Good people. It is the happy hour. It is day 2 of the 12 days of Christina-miss. And that means that while C-Cat's on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos, Tina is in to chop it up with us. Tina, I didn't realize the song grew every single day. So every day, a new layer to the 12 days of Christina-miss song. Are we going to hear the first verse as well?
Yes, you will hear day 1, day 2, and then every single day
it'll be like
it will grow.
Like the actual song.
Like the actual song.
On the 12 days of Christmas. Did y'all grow up celebrating the 12 days of Christmas? Did y'all do that in your house?
I don't think so.
No?
How do you do that?
We did.
How do you do that?
Like with a calendar with like chocolate in it?
You get a gift every day, the 12 days leading up to Christmas.
No.
Like not it's
You got a lot of gifts.
It's not, it was never, sometimes it will be experiences.
Okay.
And sometimes it would be like every year, one of the days of Christmas would be a day of service where we would go and hand out food to the homeless
nice.
or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, or one time my mom loves this story. As kids, she brought me and my brother to like a huge store where it was like a bunch of toys and all these great stuff. And she was like, all right, for today's day of Christmas, y'all get to pick out your actual Christmas gift. However big or small you want. Whatever you want in the store, you get to pick something and go. So we went all around the store. I saw this huge like Lego like 500-piece set, and they never usually let me have those because they don't want me to leave the Legos all out. You know, a couple of boys running around the house. You don't want that to be a mistake. So I get the big box of Legos, 500-piece. It was amazing. You could build all kind of stuff out of it. I was excited about it. We checked out. We left the store. I'm beaming, cheek to cheek with a big smile. Couldn't wait to get home and play with it. And I think y'all know where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made me and my brother drive it on down to a place where you donate toys for kids. I don't think it was Toys for Tots. I don't think it was Toys for Tots, but it was something of that sense in Houston back in the day. And
I didn't know where you're going with that.
You didn't know that was going there?
No.
Yeah,
Is that a thing parents do?
I never got to play with those Legos.
I thought you were going to say that. Like, that's why she took you to the store to pick out a gift for someone else.
She did.
No.
But she didn't tell us.
But she didn't tell. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
That's cruel and unusual.
I don't. And she reflects on
So
that
you
day.
want it so bad, another kid wants it even more.
Right. I mean, I hope so. I hope whoever got the
Yeah.
damn 500-piece Lego set did what I was planning on doing with it. I had a lot of plans on those Legos.
So did you, you said you never get the big 500-piece Lego sets. Did you
ever?
Get that one
I
for
never got
Christmas?
it.
Oh, no.
It never happened
That's
for me.
brutal.
It never happened, and I appreciate my mom for teaching me that it's the season of giving and, you care for others.
Yes.
And I did learn from that experience, but
that would make me hate the less fortunate. I'll be honest. You get marked that young, it's like, I'm classist now. That's what I identify. As a 9-year-old boy, I hate anyone who's below me.
Every other kid that is you know what? It's all about me now. I never got the Legos. I never got the Legos. So maybe I'll buy myself a Lego set this Christmas. And I bet you my wife wouldn't let me have it.
They have smaller piece ones now.
What's up with these moms and wives keeping us from big Lego sets, huh? What's up with the war on Legos?
There is a lot of pieces, and you're going to end up losing some,
look
and
at
you're
that.
going to step on it.
Look at that.
She's going to say you're going to shoot your eye out next.
Yeah,
I'll throw
Tina's
back to
doing
the
it
Christmas story.
in real time.
It's just a lot of pieces.
So, yeah, that was one of my 12 days of Christmas that I'll never forget for all the right reasons.
Well, my 12 days is way better.
Yes.
Because someone every day will get something.
Yeah.
A $50 gift card to the Gardens Mall.
We're literally giving, it's
Yes.
$50 in gift card money where you can spend it anywhere in the Gardens Mall.
Anywhere in the Gardens Mall.
So it's a win-win all the way around. So we're going to get to your 12 days of Christina-miss. You're going to want to stick around and listen here on Theoretically Speaking for a chance to win that $50 to get to the Gardens Mall, because that is special. And you know what? I don't know how much Lego sets cost these days, but if our fan today or any of these 12 days who wins the $50 goes to the Gardens Mall and gets, I don't know, let's just say anybody in your life that you know might want a 500-piece Lego set and gets that for said person and drops it off here at our City Play studios, I'll forever be grateful.
Wow. We might take Evan Cohen's name off the studio and name it after that listener.
We would. You know what? If a fan or listener does that, I will. You will. It will be your studios for the month. Not even a week. Not a few days. For the month, I will cover up Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike 6 to 10 a.m. I'll cover his name up and put your name on it. If you win the Gardens gift card because you listen to the 12 Days of Christinamas and you spend it on a $500-piece Lego set. I don't know how much those cost, honestly.
I know that the Millennium Falcon is the popular one for Lego. Like, that's what every Star Wars nerd and Lego fan seems to have.
The Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. The
Millennium Falcon?
Millennium Falcon.
So what is that? Is that like a Star Wars object?
Spaceship?
Yeah, it's a big spaceship. Okay. It's like the good guys.
I don't want that. I want something
you build anything?
I can relate to. Yeah, or something I can build anything. I don't want to build a spaceship that I don't even have any significance to. I don't.
So then what would be something you'd want to build?
Well, I want the Lego. So the Lego set I picked out when I was 9, the possibilities were endless.
Oh, so it was just 500
It was just
Legos.
Like 500 Legos. Yeah, like the different building block Legos. It was old school. I don't think.
That's actually a good idea for a parent because, like, once you put together the Legos, now it's done.
It's 500 pieces. There's endless possibilities. That a puzzle or like a spaceship, you can only make the spaceship and it's over.
I'm on your side. That's what I'm saying. I think that's a good idea because now you can just break down what you built and now redo something else.
And this segment was paid for by Legos. Shout out Lego. Apparently, they don't like when you call them Legos. Like as a brand, you have to call them like Lego.
I was making fun. I was chuckling to myself. You could see it on the camera on the live stream presented by Prize Picks because you're throwing a Y in the word Lego.
I'm saying Legos.
Yeah, there's no Y. You're saying Legos.
There's no Y. That's how I say, like.
Where's the Y?
Where's the Y?
Legos.
Legos.
It's Legos.
Legos.
There we go.
That's not me throwing a Y in it. That's just how I pronounce my E's.
Like, isn't there a soda called Faygo?
Fuego.
No, not Fuego. It's Faygo. You're kind of giving a little Y between
All right,
the G.
what about Egos?
You got that right, yeah.
Legos and Egos.
Think about the slogan is Lego my ego.
Yeah,
so you
Lego my ego.
Lego with ego.
Lego my ego.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. I say king too, like king. But I'm country, bro. I'm from the South. I'm from Houston.
What word are you saying?
Yeah, I don't know
are you
what
saying
you're
king
saying.
like King Henry?
King James,
okay.
King.
And
King.
it sounds like
I'm saying Kane.
King James, King Henry.
So it
I
sounds
had
like
no
an
idea.
A instead of an I.
I had no idea what he was
just
saying
a little
either,
bit, yeah.
C-Cat. When he was saying that word, I was like, I don't know what you're actually
Like
trying
Burger
to say.
King.
Oh, I got it now.
That works.
Yeah, it works.
In the flow of conversation, that's
and
not,
if I said Legos, you would know what I'm talking about too.
Maybe.
No, don't they like when you call it Lego blocks? I think that's
Yeah.
what you have to call Lego blocks.
Yeah, Lego blocks. Because they're not Legos, they're Lego blocks.
And there's movies now. So if you're talking about the newest Lego, might be the Batman movie.
Oh, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want
Will
that.
Arnett voicing Batman.
Well, if you are the fan that
Let's get this back around.
And again, just 500 pieces, no specific brand, unless it's sports themed. If it's sports themed, I might like that. So and again, it doesn't have to be for me. It could be for Tina or C-Cat, anybody that wants a 500-piece Lego set and got punished as a kid on the 12 Days of Christmas.
Lincoln Logs are better, though. Like Lincoln Logs.
Never had a Lincoln Log.
Lincoln Logs are pretty much Legos if they took more time in creating them, where they are just logs. Like they are wooden and they're brown.
Oh, yes.
And they all
Those are
have
boring.
the indents, but you can build a bunch of
Abraham
different
Lincoln?
cabins. Yeah, it's cool. You can make your
You
own
can
little tree
only
houses.
build cabins.
He went to school in Pennsylvania. He's from upstate New York. So it's just, let's let him have that.
And sometimes with Legos, they get stuck together.
Yeah, that's the purpose of it. You're supposed to.
Not if you want to redo it.
And there's
pull them
different
apart. You
colors,
can pull them
different
apart.
shapes.
Yeah,
Man
but
up.
what if you accidentally put two pieces of Legos that are not supposed to go together?
Then you pull them apart. You use
Not
your
if they're stuck.
Stick your
Well,
nails in
Theo has
between them.
498 other pieces.
Yeah.
He can figure it out.
No, that is not the case because certain Legos are only for a certain spot
Oh
in
my
your creation. That's why Lincoln Logs are superior. Maybe even Roblox? Or is that just
Roblox, the video game?
I think Roblox came from an actual toy that got created into a video game.
Huh.
Might be wrong. Might be dead wrong with that one.
I think you are. You learn something new every day in happy hour. Sometimes you just spew nonsense and act like it's facts, like C-Cat just did. One place that you can spew nonsense at, probably because you're getting full on some 2-for-1 drinks and you're getting nice and merry, is a Duffy's Sports Grill. They won't throw you out of there for spewing nonsense. In fact, they encourage it. Holiday season at Duffy Sports Grill means holiday features galore. Savor Duffy's limited time holiday menu with new crab stuffed mushrooms, seafood pasta, salmon Oscar, and mahi Oscar. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that means.
Good.
Oscar?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Food.
Okay.
Let's go try it at Duffy's.
I got to get the Duffy's. Salmon Oscar and mahi Oscar. Every time I say it, I think I'm not saying. Okay, I'll check it out. Plus, holiday drinks like Jack Apple New Fashioned. I know exactly what that is, and a peppermint martini and more. Now through New Year's Eve, score a $20 MVP bonus for every $100 in Duffy's gift cards that you purchase. You can catch all the big games as well in December. You know there's a lot of them. Over the 80 or more televisions in every single location. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more, including what a salmon Oscar is.
Yeah, I found it.
Or a mahi Oscar. Duffy's, our game is always on. What's a salmon Oscar?
So if you cook a food Oscar style, like they have at Duffy's for the holiday season,
okay.
Jumbo lump crab meat, rich béarnaise sauce, asparagus. That sounds pretty good.
Hell yeah, that sounds good. So that's what it would be. Salmon Oscar or mahi Oscar. Now we all know. Did you know, Tina?
I didn't know that, no.
You didn't know either, C-Cat?
I didn't know that. I love crab meat.
What if I'm saying the word wrong? What if it's like...
Oscar.
Yeah. Like, what if I sound like a big fat doofus over here talking about some salmon Oscar? Hopefully we can get that cleared up. I've never had salmon Oscar. I got to try it at a Duffy Sports Grill. In there, they mentioned the martini.
Oh, I love martinis.
What kind of martini do you do, Tina? It's the happy hour. We can talk about drinks. It's early enough. Tina, what's your martini style?
Well, it's an espresso martini.
Oh, yeah.
It's only espresso martini.
Espresso martini.
Yes.
I had over Thanksgiving break in Minneapolis with my wife's side of the fam. One of her pops' new drinks that he's he's not new. I think over the past decade or so he's gotten into are just, straight martinis with but blue cheese stuffed olives in it.
Yes.
Blue cheese stuffed olives in the martini. And if you know anything about a martini, it's pretty much like drinking a bunch of vodka.
Mm-hmm.
It's just straight vodka. And he throws a little vermouth in there. You know what I'm saying? Shakes it a little bit. Throws it in there. 2 blue cheese stuffed olives. And what I'll say is, it's worth it fighting through drinking straight vodka to get to those blue cheese stuffed olives at the end.
Yeah, I don't like olives. I've never tried olives, actually. And
Really?
I don't think I like olives.
Olives are great. Do you like pickles?
Only bread and butter ones.
I don't
So
think
like
you
the
can
exceptionally sweet pickles.
I'm getting to something. Do you like pickles? Oh, you like sweet pickles.
Yeah, like the bread and butter ones buy in the grocery store or at a barbecue
Yeah,
spot.
that doesn't help.
I'll say, I don't
But I
think you
love
can
blue
compare
cheese.
olives and pickles.
You can compare olives and pickles. There is a crossover there.
In what way?
Salty snack.
Color?
Salty snack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're both pickled. They're like pickled. They're both
Wait,
pickled.
olives are pickled?
I mean, pickled. Pickled just means you leave it in vinegar for a long time.
Right. I didn't know olives were pickled.
Yeah, they sit in that juice. That's why they're in the juice. I don't know what they are before they're olives. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, you were spewing nonsense earlier. Damn it, I could do the same. And while we're at it, we can share some salmon Oscars.
Yeah, I was eating blue cheese all weekend. Like, had a big block of blue cheese for a charcuterie board on Thanksgiving. Didn't use it all.
Great execution by saying charcuterie. I suck at that.
Yeah, I'm a charcuterie pro.
It flowed out. Actually, I love charcuterie boards. We had a great charcuterie board over Thanksgiving week as well. I suck at saying the word.
Your
so
wife made it, I
noticed.
saw, and it
Yeah.
looked amazing.
She's an elite charcuterie board maker.
Yes.
I found this out from her, though. And C-Cat, Tina, this is a lesson for y'all. It's the season of learning, too, not just giving and thankfulness. Don't ask somebody to make a charcuterie board and bring it to your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're inviting somebody over for a party, like, hey, you bring the drinks, you bring the... Don't ask somebody to bring a charcuterie board because it's very hard to actually try and bring and put together a charcuterie board on a road game.
Like a soup with no lid.
Yeah.
You'd have to make it there.
You have to kind of make it there, so you have to get the ingredients and make it there. It's just more of a hassle, and it's also an expensive delicacy to make if you've never made one before. So she was just telling me about how, this ain't no shade to some of our friends, but we had a couple times because she's so good at making the charcuterie boards at the crib. When people invite us over, they're like, yo, can you pull up with the charcuterie board? And I just was trying to flex how I can keep saying charcuterie now. I'm proud of myself.
See, I don't eat it off the board. I'll take the materials and eat it out of the package.
Oh, yes, you're a savage.
Yeah, I just take the prosciutto and just peel that piece of paper between each piece and just swallow it whole.
See,
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's very slimy meat in a good way. You ever have prosciutto?
Yeah, I have. I love prosciutto. I just wouldn't describe it the same way you would. I will say this, though. you're right. Whenever I'm just at the crib and we have some leftover stuff from the last charcuterie board that my wife has made, yeah, you're damn right. I dig into the delicacies, and I'm not going to make a whole board out of it. All right, I'm not a fancy pants, but I do prefer it on the board because all of the, the delectables are right there for you to kind of pick and choose between and lather it in a little fig sauce. Come on, dog.
Yeah, some of the grocery stores around the area have got really good sections. Like, they've got charcuterie sections where you can have a ball.
Yes, there's one right over there we can walk to. So there you have it. This was paid for by Charcuterie Boards, Charcuterie and Company.
Yeah, Big Charcuterie.
Yeah.
There's Big Pharma, the Big Tech, and Big Charcuterie.
There is Big Charcuterie. And by the way, doing a great job. You're doing a great job. And we will definitely take your money if you want to present some things here on Theoretically Speaking. Is it time,
Oh,
Seagat?
wow, it's time.
It's time.
We were wasting time just shooting the breeze to get to the most important part of the day, and that is the 12 days of Christina-miss. Tina, take it away.
So I'm going to give the movie quote. We're going to hear my song first, but I will give the movie quote of a famous holiday film. Holiday, Theo, film.
Yeah, holiday film.
Holiday film.
So that means it's like a holiday season film between December and January.
Sure. And the first person to call in and guess the correct movie that this quote is from will receive a $50 gift card to the Gardens Mall.
Now, it's mostly Christmas films, right?
It's holiday.
Okay.
Yes, they're mostly Christmas.
Why are you trying to complicate things?
Yes. He said Finding Nemo yesterday. I go, Theo, do you know what the quote's from? He goes, Finding Nemo. I go, what?
I think it was happening during Eve on Finding Nemo.
Shush.
You don't know.
All right, we ready for the song?
Yes, absolutely. We're ready for the song. It grows every day. Here's day 2 of the 12 days of Christina-miss.
Are you laughing already?
On the second day of Christina-miss, the Gardens Mall gave to me 2 Tap 42 margaritas and 1 Coastal Kids Mermaid Tail. Day 2 is awesome. 2 Tap 42 margaritas?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. They got a good thing going over there. I ain't gonna say too much, but I gotta say a little something. The margaritas be hitting.
I had an espresso martini there this past weekend. They have a mocha espresso martini.
Yeah, it's like that.
It's amazing.
It's like that. Okay, so it's time for you to deliver your quote. And before you do, y'all can line up on the phone right now. Get a head start. I'll give the number out again after she gives the quote, but get a head start. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Line up. Christina is about to give out the 12 days of Christina-miss quote. If you guess the movie, you win $50 to the Gardens Mall. 888-760-3776. Tina, deliver.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
So this is definitely a Christmas movie.
Yes. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
All right. That's the quote.
That's harder than yesterday.
Yeah, these are getting increasingly harder. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. The first caller to be able to guess what that quote is from, what movie that quote is from, wins the second day of Christina-miss, wins a $50 gift card to the Gardens Mall. One more time before we go to break. 888-760-3776. CCAT, line them up. Tina will give the answer on the other side. I'm Theo with Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's is voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Manzo's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Manzo's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
we also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
Ready to transform your life? Hexus MD's weight loss solutions are here to help you achieve a healthier, happier you. Get started with semaglutide and trizepatide. No insurance needed. With Hexus MD, experience weight management that fits your lifestyle without quick fixes or fads. Join thousands who've embraced a new way of living. Imagine the confidence, energy, and freedom to live your best life. Start your journey today. Visit HexusMD.com. That's HEXISMD.com. Use discount code ESPN50 for 50% off your first order.
Improve your golf game fast at the all-new Kaiser University Golf Coaching Center. The Kaiser University Golf Coaching Center has the facilities, tools, and coaching you need. Enjoy the best facilities in the area with an expansive chipping and putting area, practice bunkers, a huge putting green, plus a 2,000 square foot indoor training area with 3 hitting bays, cutting-edge analysis technology, and more. The Kaiser University Golf Coaching Center in the heart of Palm Beach County off I-95 and the Turnpike. Find out more at KaiserGolfCenter.com.
Time now for a PNC pause. PNC Bank is committed to making a difference in the lives of the customers they serve in the South Florida community. See how at PNC.com. You're listening to ESPN 106.3.
Join us on Tuesday, December 10th for the YMCA of the Palm Beach's 15th annual prayer breakfast at the Breakers Palm Beach, featuring PGA Tour professional and Jupiter resident Ricky Fowler as the keynote speaker. All funds raised at the prayer breakfast provide children and families in our community with vital programs such as swim lessons, aquatics camps, and senior wellness classes. This inspiring event is a celebration of community, faith, and generosity. Tickets and sponsorship information are available at ymcapalmbeaches.org.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 12, report slip and fall injuries. Slip and falls can happen anywhere to anyone and may cause serious injuries. Property owners are liable for unsafe conditions. Even if there's a wet floor sign, a store owner can still be at fault. At Rubenstein Law, we make sure all your injuries are addressed and get you the compensation you deserve. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL. Offices throughout Florida.
Is your credit on life support? Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach will be hosting a credit clinic at the dealership today and tomorrow. Local bank representatives will be on site to grant special approval to consumers who meet certain minimum criteria. If you have a job bringing home $350 weekly, the credit clinic at Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach wants to approve you so you can drive home your new Kia today. Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach will be hosting a credit clinic at the dealership today and tomorrow. Hello, is this thing on? I repeat, Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach will be hosting a credit clinic at the dealership today and tomorrow. If you have a job bringing home $350 weekly, the credit clinic wants to approve you for a new Kia today. So what are you waiting for? Don't miss the credit clinic today and tomorrow at Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach. Call 800-NEW-KIAs or go online at greenwaykiawestpalmbeach.com.
We want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Credit affects down payment and approval term.
It's a Twin Peaks Tuesday. Twin Peaks, the ultimate sports lodge for eats, drinks, and scenic views. This is ESPN 106.3.
Hey, golf fans, Colin Russo here. Looking to improve your game? Flagstick Golf Performance, the ultimate indoor golf experience, is now open in Boynton Beach. With 3 indoor simulators and a state-of-the-art putting studio, Flagstick helps players at all levels up their game. Get lessons from experts, try the latest clubs, or just come up for a round in the simulators. You can track your stats and see real improvement. Flagstick is where serious golfers and beginners find their edge. Bring your friends or family and enjoy golf like never before. Visit flagstickgolfperformance.com to book your session.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Victor Wembanyama, Dyson Daniels, the very first ever Kia NBA Western and Eastern Conference Defensive Players of the Month. Maybe we're just giving new stuff out this year. We're just giving out awards. I love it for them, though, but that's just such a weird award to be heralding.
That felt like ChatGDP made up something. I didn't register what you just said.
I legit.
You don't know what you just said.
I don't. And nobody in the world knows who Dyson Daniels is, by the way. He's pretty good. He's with the Hawks now. Used to be with the Pelicans. All right, it's time for the 12 Days of Christina Miss. That was your blast of NBA news from Big Teddy. That's on the house. So is a $50 gift card if you're able to guess the quote that Tina just gave. What's the quote, Tina?
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? The first caller to guess which movie that came from wins a $50 gift card to the Gardens Mall. We got on line one, we have Larry in Boynton Beach, and I heard before he answers your question, he's got a bone to pick.
I don't want to upset Larry.
Larry, what's up?
Hey, how y'all doing today?
I'm doing
Hi,
great,
Larry.
man. I'll be doing even better when I hear this
Tina.
bone to pick you got, bro.
It wasn't a bone. It's just she just tried to get a little tricky with everybody because she said it was a movie. It's actually an animated TV special from 1965 called A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Wow.
Is where that quote came from.
Whoa, is that?
That's spot on.
Is that it?
That's it.
Larry from Boynton, from
That's spot
downtown. He gave you the year. He gave you the special. He told you it wasn't a movie. He dunked on you, but you know what? You know what, Larry? You get $50 to the Gardens Mall for getting it right. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Larry.
Tina, thanks again, Larry, for tapping in and winning. Congratulations to you, Tina. Can you tell my guy Larry what he wins?
A $50 gift card to the Gardens Mall that you can use anywhere in the Gardens Mall. You could go have 2 Tap 42 margaritas if you want with that $50 to the Gardens Mall. You can have anything, and it's all under one roof. There's a car store there, there is food, there's clothes, anything you need at the Gardens Mall, and you can celebrate the most wonderful time of the year. Santa is there for photos during all mall hours now through Christmas Eve. Reserve your spot at whereissanta.com and take your kids to the Kids Corner Holiday Shop in the Nordstrom Court that is now open. Kids can pick out gifts for their favorite people with help from Santa's special helpers. Enjoy the festive decorations and holiday events throughout the mall. The Gardens Mall, just 1 mile east of I-95 on PGA Boulevard.
That is the place to go to shop and get things for loved ones or yourself, or maybe a sports talk radio host that sits in from 2 to 4 and really would like some Legos.
You are hurt by that.
I could have picked anything in that store.
I know.
There were so many options. I remember looking at a bicycle and being like, you know what? No, I'll be nice to my mom and pops. I know they didn't mean that. That's a huge buy. Let me be reasonable. I remember that specifically. It was a blue bike. It was a blue bike that had the dual gears on it, and I think you could brake on both sides. And I even kind of rolled it around a little bit. And I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna be a nice kid and get something reasonable. I went for the 500-piece Lego set, and they made me donate it to another kid.
Were your siblings as upset as you?
I don't remember. I think I was so self-centered and upset at that point. And it was just me and my big brother, and he was a lot nicer of a kid than I was.
Yeah.
So I assume he doesn't even remember it happening.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget the day.
I like to imagine, this is probably not how it went down, but I like to imagine that you had to hand deliver this Lego set to this poor kid.
No.
Be like, hey, hope you have fun. Let me know how it is.
I could see not letting go. Like he's trying to take it from your hands and you're not letting go.
I remember nothing after the moment in the car that my mom told us that we would be dropping it off. So I don't remember how the exchange actually went. We went somewhere, I believe. No, you know what? She made us wrap it.
Oh.
She made us wrap the damn presents. Not only did I pick out this kid's gift, 500-piece Lego set, I sat there and had to wrap it in my own tears before we delivered it somewhere. Now it's all coming back to me. This is like a therapy session for me.
Wow.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
I hate wrapping gifts, and I'm sure at that age I would hate it even more.
Oh, of course. That was my first time ever wrapping a gift.
That's my favorite part about Christmas and the holidays is wrapping gifts.
Yeah.
That is my favorite part is wrapping.
Well,
nah, I'm a big bag guy.
No.
Bags are the best.
Yeah.
Bags are the best. Why are we?
Well, no, the bag's the best for the gift giver.
Yes.
Unwrapping a gift and ripping it up, that is a great experience.
Yeah.
It's a little better, yeah.
And then you're stuck with the bag. You don't want to throw away the bag because they're usually a nice bag.
You just rebag it. You
I know,
re-gift
but
the
then
bag.
you end up having 70 bags.
No, because you rebag it, the person gets it.
Yeah. You rebag it. You know,
I don't like bags.
every single year, and don't tell my wife this, every year, my birthday is first in the calendar year than hers. So mine is in May, hers is in October. So when she gives me, she does a lot of bags. She throws my stuff in some birthday bags, and I keep those bags. I put them in the closet somewhere, and I bring them back out for her birthday. We're just rotating bags.
Are they just plain color splash bags?
It depends on what she's feeling in May. I don't choose. I don't.
That's a great little tradition. I like that.
I don't know if she's caught on and doesn't care, or if she hasn't caught on because it's been so long in between. I mean, May to October, a lot happens.
Yeah.
So I've been getting away with it, and I know she's not listening right now. I believe she's on a meeting, so I'll be fine. But yeah, a rebag is you know what? It's thoughtful because it's recycling.
You can totally rebag.
Yeah.
Totally. I just like wrapping gifts.
You like wrapping gifts?
I like wrapping.
All right, I'll hit you up next October.
There you go.
There is a place you can go where you don't have to wrap gifts, but apparently you can take pictures with elves and work out at the same time, and that's where Tina frequents probably like 5-6 times a week.
Yes, and today I couldn't find Elfie. I did my 5:15 class, and I couldn't find Elfie.
How can you not find? How big is the elf? He's like an elf on the shelf that hides in the F45 gym, and you're supposed to find him every day.
They're about 1.5 feet tall.
How can you not find? It's an open gym.
I don't know. He's
really
elusive.
smart.
Yes, he can be anywhere.
Yeah, well,
I didn't check the bathrooms. Maybe he was in the bathrooms.
Huh. Well,
But
that
I-
wouldn't be
I
fair
didn't-
because then only half the people at the gym can find it.
That's true. Maybe he was in the shower. That's like open to
Everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't
That's
check
fine.
there though, but I couldn't find Elfie today, and I was a little upset.
Did it make you
But-
work out harder? Did it make you like more angry?
Yeah, like maybe if I was more fit, I could find Elf.
Yeah, I'm gonna try way harder and lift way heavier.
Didn't think it was that funny,
My
but thank you.
next-
No, it's funny because that's not how I was thinking of it. I was thinking more so I'm mad that I can't find Elfie, so I'm like, I'm working out harder.
Oh, okay.
You took it literally, which was hilarious to me, yes. There wasn't a pity laugh. That was a real laugh because I was like, why the hell would that even correlate? But yes, continue. I'm sorry, Tina.
No, it's okay. That was funny, Zcat. Next time I'm at F45, though, I'm going to be lifting heavier to find Elfie because maybe
Yes.
I have to lift some boxes or some weights or anything in the gym to
Something might
find
get in the
him.
way.
He could be literally anywhere. F45 Palm Beach Gardens, F45 West Palm Beach. Check out their Instagram pages for the holiday specials that they've got going on. Go to F45training.com to find a location near you. It is 45 minutes in and out. You stick with it, you will see the results. Bring your friends. First class is free. Bring your friends this holiday season. If you've got family and friends visiting you in town, check out F45. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I go very early in the morning.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't do that if I didn't love it.
Right. I mean, that is some commitment. 5:30 a.m. is crazy. By the way,
5:15.
5:15. Addison in the YouTube chat jumps in and said, "Where's Riz at?" And we say, "Yeah, Russo and Rizzo's next here on ESPN 106.3 at 4 o'clock." She says, "Thanks, I'll be right back." Says,
Oh my God.
I am delivered. Yeah. She's like, good. These guys are annoying the hell out of me. I need to hear Rizzo just yap about Ohio fans.
Complain about the Browns losing last night.
Oh, he's going to be.
He opens up the conversation today like, C-Cat, just want to win one. Just want to win a game.
Yeah.
Today, though, Russo will shave his beard live in front of an audience.
Oh, yeah.
They are at a No Shave November
Oh,
event
they
at
are
PJ.
remote?
They are remote today
Okay.
at PJ National for Colin to get his beard shaved.
Head to toe.
Yeah.
Okay, not head to toe.
He agreed.
She just to do it for him.
Yeah.
All right, so he's gonna get his beard shaved, and then that's where y'all can go to find the Rizzo reaction to the Browns last night. Which I saw his dad Tony Rizzo out there in ESPN Cleveland react to it, and I'll say this, guys. The Browns they entered tonight 3-8. They have no shot at the playoffs. You want a better draft pick, and also this is a bad football team with a quarterback who is filling in for the guy that you overpaid for. So just take a chill pill.
But
take the season off. Why are they so uptight and angry? And like the world was ending for my guy Tony Rizzo, and I got a lot of respect for him, got a lot of love for the big dog. But come on, relax.
But they're not able to. If you are talking sports in Cleveland, you can't take a step back and look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
You have to go on the air
Every day.
single day and talk about the Browns. You can't be like, well, win-loss didn't matter. It's whatever. We want a better pick next year. You can't do that. That's not healthy. It's not sustainable. You can maybe get through a week of that, and then you'll be driven insane.
The Browns fans are crazies out there. I get it. He is the pulse of Browns fandom out there in Cleveland. He knows it better than I just was watching it today, and I was like, is this dude serious? Like, you would have thought the way he was reacting, Tony Rizzo out there at a really big show, ESPN Cleveland, you would have thought the way he was reacting that the Browns were like a win away from the playoffs or that they were trying to see something out of a young quarterback and things went wrong. I was like, it was an entertaining game and y'all lost. Win-win. But you'll hear from Mike Rizzo in about 15 or so, him react to the Brownies browning, because that's what they do. On the other side, we're going to actually we're going to bring you back in on the Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776, 888-760-3776, because I want you to issue out some football deliverance. Who needs deliverance on the football field? 888-760-3776. That's the Baptist Health Hotline, and you already know where to go if joint pain is affecting your quality of life. At Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, our team is experienced in traditional joint replacement surgery, as well as new, less invasive treatments with the goal of returning you to what you love as quickly as possible. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care combines its resources of experienced physicians and leading-edge treatments and technology to provide advanced orthopedic, foot and ankle, joint replacement, spine, and sports medicine care. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho for more information today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care has offices conveniently located in Palm Beach County through the Florida Keys. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho. Addison, thanks for sticking around. We will give you Russo and Rizzo soon. She says I'm here. She's putting a TV up. Good luck hanging that thing. My little brother hung his TV in college.
The gender neutral name. You don't know it's a her.
It's leaning off the wall. Addison as a first name?
Yeah, Addison. I knew a male Addison in high school. He got arrested for stealing a dirt bike.
I actually know a female and a male Addison as well.
I don't know any Addisons personally, so this is just this is going to be an awkward exit as we dismount to the other side of the happy hour. That's C-Cat, that's Tina. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's ESPN 106.3, your home for live sports presented by Hard Rock Bet. Home of the Miami Dolphins, Miami Hurricanes, and all of the biggest football matchups throughout the week. Hard Rock Bet, it's Florida's official sports book. Try Hard Rock Bet now and receive up to $100 back in bonus bets if your first bet does not win. Hard Rock Bet, roll with us. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling, call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
HSS Florida presents ESPN West Palm's High School Game Day, supported by Smith Ball Baez and Prather. The West Boca Bulls are getting closer to the ultimate goal and will try to punch their ticket to the state championship. Coverage starts at 6 p.m., also presented by Kaiser University, Land Rover Palm Beach, Duffy Sports Grill, Shaw Sports Turf, South Florida Ford, Bud's Chicken and Seafood, and the Boca Raton Bowl.
The Club at Lost Lake, a championship Fazio design golf course in Hope Sound. Golf and social memberships are now available with no waiting list and immediate access. The course and club will see over $10 million in capital improvements and is one of the best private club values in the area. Experience the beauty and challenge of this renowned course for yourself. Enjoy year-round access to exclusive amenities and events. Visit clublostlake.com to schedule a visit today. Don't miss out on this incredible course. And please, putt responsibly.
Good Greek Moving and Storage. Your superhero movers.
It's the Good Greek Spiro. For the best move ever, go to goodgreek.com.
Good Greek Moving and Storage. Your superhero movers.
What's up, Heat fans? This is Jason Jackson from your Miami Heat audio experience. From every earth-shattering dunk, throw it down, to every 3-ball from the land of milk and honey. For 3, splash! And everything in between. It's Skyhook and he called it! ESPN West Palm has you covered. Make sure you are always locked in with your favorite station to catch every single Heat game with me in the gang. It's time to ball, yo.
Hi, it's Evan Cohen, and ESPN 106.3 is all hoops and helmets this week. Tonight, we climb the Rockies to bring you the best NBA coverage. It's the Golden State Warriors and Denver Nuggets. We go a mile high at 9:30. Champions rise, and history is made right here on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
It is confirmed that is a Mel Addison. That is a self-proclaimed Mel Addison named after the streets Wrigley Field is on. So, you were right. See that?
Yeah, I told you. I look at our demographics on YouTube.
Yeah.
Percentage-wise, chances are it's a male.
Right. And you're right. Here's the thing. What's a nickname for a guy named Addison?
Addy.
Really?
Yes.
All right. I mean, I'm cool with that. I have never met an Addison. All I know is the dancer on TikTok is Addison Rae. So, and then Jordan Addison. But it's the last name. Speaking of college football, because Jordan Addison played that at one point, I told you Cam Ward and Kyle McCord, well, they won me a lot of money on Saturday because I was out in Los Angeles and Prize Picks works there as well. And I hopped on Prize Picks. Once I saw Miami get that 21-point lead, I jumped on there. Here's one of the lineups I entered. Cam Ward, second half, more than 142 passing yards. He had 165. Kyle McCord, more than 12.5 fantasy score. He had 16. Quinn Ewers, I did more than 3.5 rush attempts just because I had to throw some more stuff in there. And then Marcel Reed, more than 34.5 rush yards. All of them connected. $5 won me 50.
Ooh.
That was a quick $50.
$50 you wouldn't have had.
That's how simple Prize Picks is. You can do it before the game. You can do it in the middle of the game. If you see how the flow is going to make some player projection picks for the second half. It was a few other lineups I put on those Miami Hurricanes as well. If they make it to the 12-team playoff, that's the team I have the most insight on. You best believe I will be putting some player projections out there more or less for the Miami Hurricanes going forward. I love the Cam Ward numbers. Prize Picks works just that simple. Whatever sport you love, jump in there and make some money with us. Use promo code THEOD. That's promo code THEOD. You get a free $50 with a $5 lineup play, and you get to use those bonus tokens, the bonus money, if you will, to put in more and more $5 lineups. That's 10 different bites at the apple you can get to keep doubling, tripling, up to 200 times your money, depending on the picks you make. Prize Picks, run your game. C-Cat, let's hear from Mario Cristobal. The Miami Hurricanes, it is decision day for them. They need the 11th spot in the college football playoffs. What does the head coach of the Canes think of the Canes' chances to make it to the big dance?
Everybody certainly fought hard this season to put themselves in a position to be in the conversation, but Miami certainly has done enough to be in the playoffs due to the fact that Miami has won 10 games as opposed to some other candidates that have won 9 games. And in college football, as much as parity has become a reality, as much as things have changed over the last a few years with the transfer portal and NIL, where week in and week out, you're seeing some unbelievably competitive football games. Miami winning 10 is certainly is stronger than teams winning 9 games.
He's right. He's right. Miami's resume is better than the other teams on the bubble. So long as SMU wins the ACC title, Miami is in. I've heard some people say the South Carolina win, or does South Carolina get in if Clemson wins the ACC title? Devontae put that in our YouTube chat presented by Prize Picks. Well, Devontae, the problem with that is Clemson would get the auto bid, and SMU's resume looks stronger still than South Carolina's resume at that point. Plus, the Gamecocks lost to 2 other bubble teams in Ole Miss and Alabama. You cannot let them leap those teams. Head-to-head has to matter more than most other things on the resume.
But South Carolina is right now stacked behind those 2 teams, Ole Miss and Alabama.
They're done.
South Carolina last weekend beat a very strong Clemson team who's playing for a conference championship.
Yes.
That should be enough to leap them over those 2 teams if they were just behind them despite their head-to-head loss.
I hear you. The problem is they still have that head-to-head loss, and you're not taking it as a week-to-week thing. You still have to look at the whole resume, and that head-to-head loss should weigh heavier than them beating a Clemson team.
No, not if that Clemson game was the most recent data point.
It should, C-Cat, because they played Alabama and Ole Miss. They literally had their chance against those teams, and they lost. I'm sorry. You can argue a lot of things, but if you have the same record as somebody else in your conference, you're both not in the conference championship game, and you lost to them head-to-head, how the hell are you going to jump both of them?
Because you're a different team now than you were when you lost those games.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, they got a haircut. You look so much different now. You're glowing, South Carolina. Your ass is going to be sitting on the couch watching the Miami Hurricanes in the 12-team playoff. And I don't even want that, but it's what's right. If the playoff selection committee is fair and true, the Canes will be at the 11th spot tonight. Be on the lookout. Russo and Rizzo on the road. He's going to shave his beard on ESPN 106.3.
The quality of our choices affects the quality of our lives. So, when it comes to how you move, do you choose to see a doctor or go to the #1 orthopedic specialist in the world, backed by a team who custom tailor your treatment? Do you choose to live with limitations or live life to the fullest by going to the place that's #1 at getting people back to what they love? Choose better, move better. Locations in West Palm Beach